I get feelings about things when I see them. I don't know how to explain it except that like I have a future video that has not been created yet because I don't know what the meaning is yet, but I've had two separate like chunks of time where I've been seeing like a symbol, right? And then it would happen for a while, and then I would figure out what it meant later, and it's more detailed than that. So I'm not even gonna get into it, but like I see signs and I get feelings, and when I get a feeling, sometimes it's like anxious, and or sometimes it's like something's gonna happen, and I would only consider this to be a persistent thing. It's not like it's not. And I don't tell many people it, because it's like, oh, okay, well, if your brain wants to make associations with things, then like it will. But it's not even like that. It's different. And then I see things that have nothing to do with like symbols, and I will see something and I'll just get a feeling and I won't know what it means. I just know it means something. And it happened yesterday, and I was on the subway going to work. It was like 7 in the morning. Yeah, I'm an overachiever and I get to work really fucking early, even though I don't have to be at work at any given time. So I get on the train, and this woman has a huge tattoo on her arm, and it's a Betty Boop. I have some things of hers because my mom liked Betty Boop, the cartoon, and so when I see it, I think of her. Just like when you hear a song or fucking like, I see it and I think of her. Now normally I'll see it and I'll think of her and that'll be that. But I saw the tattoo on this woman. I saw it and I thought of her, and then I looked at it. I'm getting goosebumps right now. So I looked at it a little closer. I looked at it again because it had giant angel wings next on her on the cartoon, and then it had like butterflies around that tattoo, and butterflies are like a symbol that came after my mom like passed away, and somebody was telling me they talked to my mom on the other side and that she gives me butterflies. That is the only connection with butterflies, and I've had times where a butterfly like flew into my car and like sat on my steering wheel, and it's happened over and over again where now I kind of like associate it with my mom. But again, like if you want to see something, you'll see it and you'll make the association, but I can't even like argue that because it's valid. I feel that way also, but I'm telling you, this is not like, this is just how I feel, and this is just exactly what happened. So I see the tattoo, has the cartoon character, has these angel wings, and then there's butterflies. And this was a massive tattoo, and it was like a rest in peace tattoo. And the dates, I just remember looking, I was like, oh, it's somebody in their 50s, because the woman had the dates on. And when I looked at the cartoon's eyes, she was looking up, you would think, to heaven. She had angel wings. But I'm like, oh, okay. And immediately I was like, somebody's gonna die. Now, don't get me wrong, we're all just waiting around for the next person to die. I mean, I'm 30, I'm gonna be 31. I have all 4 grandparents alive and well. Well, I have all 4 grandparents who doing their own thing. And so it's like, yeah, somebody's gonna die one day. And I'm like, I kind of roll my eyes in the back of my head. I'm like, somebody's gonna die. Whatever. So I look at the cartoon's eyes looking up to heaven, and I was like, maybe the eyes are looking at something in the subway right now. So I follow the eyes, and I look up and I don't see anything, obviously. And there's another woman who like kind of like looked at me like she gave me a look, like she looked like through me. It's like I looked at this tattoo like in depth, and then I look up and I see this woman, the very regular normal woman, but she was just looking at me, and it was like she was looking at me looking at that tattoo, like I could see her standing there like holding the thing, being like, okay, why are you studying this other woman's tattoo, you fucking weirdo. Anyways, I got the feelings like somebody's gonna die, but I again don't think twice about it because I have accepted those feelings, and it's like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna go tell anyone, because who the fuck is gonna listen to me and believe anything I just said? So I go on with my day, And then this morning at like 6 in the morning, I get a phone call from my mom's mom, my grandmother, telling me that my great uncle died. Either last night or this morning. Got the call at 6 a.m. And so it was my mom's uncle. I've never met the guy. I think maybe I don't even know what he looks like at all. I just know he went to my parents' wedding, and that's all I know about him. But I got the call from my grandmother, who was like, yeah, my brother died, you know, your mom's uncle died. And I was like, whoa. Yeah. Funeral's Monday. I didn't know the guy, but, you know, it's sad still because, you know, my grandmother has lost my mom. She's also lost my uncle. So my grandmother's lost 2 out of her 3 kids already. She's like 80. It's like shitty. So I empathize, but I mean, this is just it. What? If only I could like fine tune and like channel like the signs and the feelings I get, that would be fucking way better than the surprises. Although I wasn't surprised. I was like, somebody's gonna die. Like I had that feeling at that moment, and I should have fucking told somebody because, spoiler alert. But yeah, it was a gloomy Friday. It is Friday. Yeah, it's gloomy Friday. It's gonna be shitty for like days, rain and shit. But I don't know. My mom gives me signs. That was definitely a sign from her. I just like kind of like blew it off for the simple fact that like, oh, that's crazy, or like, why would your brain associate it like that far? But that's what happened. That's how I felt, and I should next time I'm gonna write shit down. But it's kind of fucking freaky. That's all I gotta say. There are signs, and I swear there are people watching, angels watching, and all that shit. And I think everybody can get signs. It's just that you gotta like pay attention to them. And like, I sometimes don't even want to pay attention to them. Like, I'm like, right, okay, right, that was fucking weird, because like, the bag that I have, like a bag, I have this thing over this Betty Boop fucking container thing that just fucking like fell down. It could have fell because of the wind that's not blowing in here. Why? Okay, why? That's my mother. That's my mom. She's... Okay, that's all I gotta say. Happy Friday. We're done.